Either you are so elated to be with someone and have a reason to celebrate, maybe all those red hearts everywhere and all the cupids have you feeling a little more like this. Whether you love Valentine's Day or hate Valentine's Day, I have 10 tips for you to make your day a little sparkly and maybe enjoy Valentine's Day after all. Hey Sparkle Makers, it's Ashley Sue and I am happy to see you back. It's a holiday. It's the most polarizing holiday of maybe all holidays. Either you expect champagne and dinner by candlelight, or you can't even remember the date. Secret from me to you, February 14th, Valentine's Day. Some sort of societally imposed, watered down Hallmark version of The Bachelor. Of love. The real question is, how do we make magic happen? No matter where we are in life, whether or not we're single, dating, married, whether or not we're parents or not parents, whether we have someone to come home to or we're coming home to an empty home. We're all in so many different places in our life. So the question is, how do we make Valentine's Day feel a little bit of sparkle and a little bit of magic, no matter what you're coming home to? First tip, make Valentine's Day not about yourself. Make some goodie bags for family members or for coworkers. Grab a bag for your cat with some catnip in it. Extra peanut butter treats in the shape of a heart for your dog, because that is sweet. My grandma actually made grab bags for us very unexpectedly, and it was so cute to get a little grab bag with stickers on it and our names, and inside had a couple tangerines, some chapstick, and then some different just yummies, bit of honey and little chocolates. It was so precious. And you can do that for your neighbor, just to surprise them. Even if you've never introduced yourself to your neighbor, this is your chance. Go do it. Number 2, read some scripture. There's some really great scripture about feeling loved, and maybe even scribble it on your mirror. And I don't mean in lipstick because that's really hard to get off. But you could scribble it in Sharpie. If you haven't written Sharpie notes on your mirror, you are missing out, because all it takes is a little bit of rubbing alcohol and it comes right off of the glass. So go ahead and write yourself something affirming, something beautiful to yourself on your mirror, or to your loved ones on their mirror, just to let them know that they are loved. I tried to find an actual website that actually linked to scripture about feeling loved. And I wanted it to be great scripture that will make you feel loved whether or not you identify yourself as a Christian. There are still verses in there that are powerful to make you understand that you are special. I have a link I'll put down in the description box below. Psalms 139, 13 through 14. I have been so amazingly and miraculously made. Your works are miraculous, and my soul is fully aware of this. Also, one of my favorite verses about feeling loved come from Matthew 10. What is the price of 2 sparrows? A copper coin? But not a single sparrow can fall to the ground without our Father knowing it. And the very hairs on your head are all numbered. So don't be afraid. You are more valuable to God than a whole flock of sparrows. If you look at birds and you feel wonder and you feel like they are loved, know that you are too. And that's huge. That's just super. That in itself feels like magic. And the truth of it is, you are loved and by God, whether or not you identify yourself as a Christian, whether or not you have messed up major in your life, whether or not you are currently messing up major in your life, you're loved the same, because love is not conditional. How can you read those things and think about them and not feel immensely loved? Number 3, turn off social media. If you are at all struggling with feeling a little bit of Valentine's Day blues, maybe you and your husband are having a hard time affording doing anything for Valentine's Day. Maybe you're completely single and it seems like the whole world is nested up except for you. Do you really need to be tuned into everyone's brag fest on social media about the flowers they got and the balloons that were delivered to work and the sweet loving breakfast their kids made for Valentine's Day and the fancy elegant dinner their husbands took them to? Do you really need that type of pressure for Valentine's Day? No, just turn it off. You're going to be fine without social media for a day, and do something else instead. There are plenty of things to do besides stalking people online and feeling sorry for yourself. What, you ask? What can you be doing instead of being online? Well, number 4, treat yourself. Yes, that's a very cliche answer for Valentine's Day, but if by chance you're alone, go for it anyhow. Go get yourself a few fresh flowers, or pick yourself out a little box of chocolates, or just cuddle up time with a book. Or what you really want for dinner is a steak, make yourself a steak. But you can treat yourself guilt-free for Valentine's Day and really enjoy that. What else can you do for Valentine's Day besides stalk people online and see how fantastic their Valentine's Day is when yours doesn't feel so fantastic? Get up, get showered, put on your best makeup, put on your best hair, put on your best outfit, and feel good about yourself. You don't have to get dressed up for someone else. Trust me, I don't. Mark's not even into all this. This is about me. Like, just get up and feel alive, feel pretty, and do it for yourself. Really, lipstick on my teeth. Number 6, watch a movie. There are some great movies, and some of them are perfect if you're feeling different vibes for the holiday. If you're looking for some comedy and some really great Love Actually kind of vibe, Valentine's Day. If you haven't seen that movie, I think it's a really great and underrated movie. If you're looking for a way to experience that kind of love that just makes you sob and fall apart at the seams, and like that soul-crushing love, A Walk to Remember is the movie for you. I don't know the best way to recommend streaming it. I don't know if it's on Netflix right now. I don't know if it's on Hulu. I have no idea. Figure that out for yourself. But A Walk to Remember is fantastic. It's right up there with like the whole vibe of like the Nicholas Sparks movies that just make you sob your eyes out. Heck, for all I know, it is a Nicholas Sparks movie. Nights in Rodanthe is another great one if you're looking for that really good cry. If you're looking for classic romance and you just want like an easy movie that always kind of pulls you together, Dirty Dancing is the way to go. No tears involved, totally cheesy, but it makes you want to get up and just dance and have a good time, and just brings you back to those fluttery teenage butterflies. If you're looking for an indie kind of vibe for your romantic movie, let me suggest The Fundamentals of Caring. It's not really about romance at all, but buddy, is it about love. It is such a great movie, another underrated one. I know that one's on Netflix, check that one out. If you need a documentary, may I recommend Happy. If the vibe you're looking for Valentine's Day is more in the spirit of agape love and brotherhood and humanity and the ties that pull all of us together, the movie you probably want to watch is Seeking a Friend for the End of the World. It has Steve Carell and Keira Knightley, another fantastically underrated movie. Finally, you want to watch Stupid Crazy Love or Crazy Stupid Love. Whichever one it's called, it's a fantastic movie, not underrated. It was a pretty big deal when it was out. Got Ryan Gosling in it, Steve Carell, Julianne Moore. I am a mess and a half right now. And Emma Stone. Maybe you've been in a relationship and 15-20 years in, it's not quite the happily ever after easy peasy fairy tale that you hoped it would be. That's the movie for you. It's pretty fantastic. Number 7, super simple. Call someone. Call a sister, call your parents, call your grandparents, call an aunt or an uncle or someone you know who might be going through something much harder than you. Do you have any friends who by chance have been widowed? Do you know somebody who's gone through a divorce? Call them, just tell them hey and that you love them and see what they're up to. Maybe they want to do something with you, but either which way, it's a super simple way that might cost you 5 minutes total, but it's just a really simple thing to do for Valentine's Day that will help add a little more magic to your day if you're struggling doing so. Number 8, this is gonna sound crazy. Write a love letter to yourself. Yes, I highly recommend that you find a photo of you from childhood, and I'm talking toddlerhood, maybe even an infant picture, and look at that child. Look at that child. Write a letter to that child and tell that child how loved they are. Tell that child that you love them. And if by chance you're struggling in your life right now with hurts that other people have caused you, or maybe you're struggling with loneliness, maybe you're struggling with a feeling of unfairness in this world that other people seem to have it easier than you and it didn't turn out so great for you yet. Look at that picture of you as a child. And I think as adults, it's really easy for us to look at ourselves in the mirror or to look at ourselves with our, third eye, with our mind, and to feel guilty and to feel like we deserve all the pain that we've had put upon us and that it's our fault and that maybe we've done something wrong. But look at yourself as a child and realize that whatever's happened to you, that child never deserved. And that child deserves love. That little child is you. Write yourself that letter. Tell yourself that you matter. Number 9, exercise, dance, meditate, do something. Get the oxygen in your body, get the endorphins pumping, because these things are good and they will make you feel good and they will make you feel pretty, and they just matter. Whether it's, seriously getting some sort of dorky groove on, or whether you're just trying to get your zen on. Breathe deep, get those muscles stretched out and moving and feel good. I'm serious, I know it sounds cheesy and I've got a lot of weight to lose, so I'm really gonna have to embrace this myself. But moving makes you feel good, whether it's fast-paced cardio or slow, meticulous stretching. And lastly, remember that it's just a day on the calendar. If by chance you're feeling kind of grim about it, remember that Valentine's Day actually has very grim beginnings. It's kind of a dark holiday with a dark story. What we see today with restaurant reservations and all the balloons and the hearts and the teddy bears and the candles and the flowers and the chocolates, remember that is consumerism driven. That has nothing to do with love. None of that has anything to do with love. Even if you're blessed to get all of those things, that isn't love. Please, no matter what, remember that it's very driven by companies that want you to feel like you need to buy a bunch of stuff to shower upon each other to feel loved. To be honest, I feel really bad for all the teddy bears, because like 95% of them end up neglected in a corner, donated, or in the trash. And if you've ever watched Velveteen Rabbit, that bums me out. So there you go. There are my tips for feeling better for your Valentine's Day. I hope you're able to incorporate a little bit of sparkle, a little bit of magic into your day, no matter how you go about it. So in the end, no matter which way you feel for Valentine's Day, know that there are things you can do to enjoy that magical day of love. And every other day as well. Find your sparkle, even if it's just a little bit in your day. Avoid social media. It's a trap. It will make you feel like your Valentine's Day sucks. Let me know below how you love or hate Valentine's Day and what your magic tips are for celebrating that or any other holiday that might be a little hard when it looks like the rest of the world is enjoying it so much. Thank you for tuning in. I hope to see you again soon. If you're interested in figuring out how to make your life a little more magic and watching a woman try to figure out how to both capture and unearth sparkle in her life, please hit that subscribe button and we can be in this journey together. If you're feeling a certain kind of way about Valentine's Day, I hope you hit the thumbs up button for me if you can appreciate that I'm targeting this for you no matter where you are in your life. Thank you so much. Happy Valentine's Day.